Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, alright, we have got a lot of EZAs coming. We have Buutenks, we have INT GOTEN, we have TEQ Trunks, we got INT Hercule, we have STR Fat Buu. So we have these 5 EZAs. Now, I mean, I pretty much refer to all EZAs of this type as sub-EZAs anyway. I'm not super sure if this is going to be like an EZA, like where we get the medals for all 5 characters, or if we're going to go grind them from other different EZA events. So I would recommend to wait until the data download happens in, what, about 12 plus 4, about 16 hours from now, when the data download happens, and see if they're going to be their own EZA or if they're going to be sub-EZA characters. So, alright, let's just take a look at Minato's translations. Let's jump in. Alright, so we're starting with STR Fat Buu. Now, by the way, this guy, I believe, awakens... I'd have to double check, but I believe it's INT Buuhan medals, I believe, is what that guy awakens from. He came out with STR Ultimate Gohan, but yeah, yep, it's INT. So he awakens with INT Buuhan medals. These two awaken with INT Gotenks, right? And then, of course, Hercule and Fat Buu, they're STR Super Buu. Actually, let me double check that, because they came out with Goten definitely has a lot less cards. They came out with INT Gotenks, but did they awaken from... Yeah, they do. Okay, yep, INT Gotenks medals. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's jump in. STR Fat Buu. Leader skill, STR, type key, 300% of stats. 50% attack for 1 turn, 30% defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage to all enemies. Medium chance to stun. Okay. Certainly a useful character for Super Battle Road, I would say. Changes INT key spheres to STR key spheres, and then 150% attack and defense. Okay. 50% attack and defense per STR key sphere. Then he gets a guaranteed additional super with 5 key spheres. If there's a Buu Saga category ally in the same turn, 30% damage reduction when collecting 3 STR key spheres, and then an additional 3% damage reduction per STR key sphere obtained. Huh. Okay, very, like, this should be a very good World Tournament character. Not an LR for max points, but definitely, like, very solid. Specifically needs STR key spheres, huh? He does make his own. I'm trying to think, like, Super Battle Road stages. Let me just take a look at, like, his categories and stuff like that. Maybe I should have had these characters pulled up. Let's just go Buu. So this guy would have came out a long time ago. Damn, there's not even 2 pages of Buu characters. That's crazy. Oh, he's on a lot of teams, yeah. Huh, okay. Okay. Perhaps. I mean, maybe like a Super Battle Road Battlefield type character. Definitely, like, this is not looking like a Supreme Battle Spectacle type character, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, Hercule. This guy could be pretty good here. So, Super Int type key 3 and 110% stats. He gets 50% attack and defense. Supreme damage. Well, it's not an AoE, but with a high chance to stun. Okay. And then 50% chance of super attack transforming and Tien appearing. And then power will be supremely boosted for 5 turns. So, okay, interesting. I wonder exactly what that means. So, Goku is 50% attack and defense, supreme damage, and a high chance to stun. Maybe this is just for 5 turns instead if it's Tien. Like, if it's 50% attack and defense for 5 turns, that would be crazy. Huh. Hard to guess exactly what it is. If it's not going to say here, we would find out during the data download. The data download would have those numbers. Okay. So then he gets 150% attack and defense on super attack. Okay. On super? Huh. Okay. High chance to dodge. They didn't buff that, huh? When HP is 50% or above, gets another 10% chance to dodge. Okay, so he'd have 60% dodge. Interesting. Gets damage reduction, 50% to 90%, less HP remaining, the less damage received. Okay. 50% attack and defense, and all enemies attack and defense minus 10% per Buu Saga category ally in the same turn. So let's say we're Super Battle Road. 20% attack and defensive debuff would be pretty good. He's got the dodge chance. He's got the damage reduction. He is going to have the increased EZA stats as well. Yeah, he's over 20,000 HP. Fat Buu's at 18,000. Huh. I'm not super sure how tanky exactly this guy's going to be. I mean, obviously, I was going to say, obviously, we'd want to go full dodge build. But I guess I don't know what the buff is from TN. Probably just full dodge. Yeah, full dodge for sure. What am I even talking about? Craziness. All right, so we have Super Saiyan Goten. Kamehameha, 3 key, 120%, or int type and physical type, 3 key, 90%. 50% attack and defense, super attack effect, supreme damage, and then allies attack by 40% for 1 turn. Okay. 180% attack and defense start a turn, 50% damage reduction. Okay. 120% attack and another 30% damage reduction performing a super if there's a Kid Trunks or Krillin in the turn. 80% damage reduction. All allies in the Kamehameha category get 1 key, 50% attack, 20% chance to crit as a first attacker in the turn. All allies in the Kamehameha category get 2 key, 70% attack, 30% chance to crit as a third attacker in the turn, and 3 key, 120% attack, and a high chance to crit as a third attacker in the turn. So Goten and Trunks. I can't really think of any good Goten and Trunkses besides these two. They're the same. They're exactly the same. Leader skill a little bit different, and then just like the name swap of Goten and Trunks. Intriguing, huh? So one thing I see here, they don't have defense from their passive super attack part, right? We'll have the super attack effect, start a turn defense. So the damage reduction is definitely going to be huge. I mean, damn, the fact that they could get to 80% damage reduction. Here's what I want to take a look at is Goten. Yeah, there's no relevant Goten or Kid Trunks. I mean, we'll see. Maybe one of the, like, if we would get, like, a stronger, like, this character EZAs, they EZA, this guy EZAs, then maybe, like, one or two of these guys could be good. It's like, the 50%, like, people are going to see 50% damage reduction and be like, oh, you're going to be in business. No. Unfortunately, I wish, like, even normals will be killing these guys. Like, I say that, and I love, what? No, yeah. The big normals, with the 80% damage reduction, they'll be fine. But with 50% damage reduction, no way. it's, I mean, I can't really, these, you know, these are like sub EZA level characters. And again, even if they have their own EZA event, I would still define these characters as sub EZA. So, like, this is good. I'm not upset by this. But, you know, we do need to make sure to have a lot of those characters to make sure to get that damage reduction up. Like, these guys would work a lot more effectively if there was, like, a strong Dokkan Fest Goten, Trunks, or Krillin to pair with. Like, if we had, like, a Dokkan Fest Krillin, and then, like, you know, he's on Kamehameha, and then these two are around. Like, seriously, like, if the end of May Dokkan Fest is Krillin, like, and he's on Kamehameha, these two could be great for his team. Alright, so there's them. And then finally we have Buu Gotenks. Now, kind of a bummer we did not get Buu Piccolo, huh? I was really hoping for his EZA. No physical TN either. Alright, so physical type key 3 and 100% to stats. Super attack effect, 50% attack and defense for on turn, supreme damage, and seals enemy super. The seal is good. Sealing can be useful in a lot of different places nowadays. Super class enemies minus 30% attack, 80% defense. Could be very situational. Maybe he could be useful in Battlefield. Maybe certain super battle road stages he could be useful in. 1 key, 100% attack and defense start a turn. 150% attack and defense on super. 2 key, 100% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction. If all allies are Buu Saga. Then performs a guaranteed crit if the enemy's in attack down or defensive down. So, like, if we ran full Majin, like, Buu Saga Majin power. Okay, Fat Buu, LR Buutenks, Mr. Goat, Mr. Buu, Exchange Majin Buu. That's 4. Evil Buu, and then this Gotenks Buu. Could be worth a try. This guy, now, okay, listen. Again, people are going to see the damage reduction and be like, oh, we're in business, let's go. And it's like, listen, against a lot of normals, he'll be good. Of course, like, Blue Gogeta, you know, turns Sky, this guy's a pumpkin against him. I think that this character, if we ran that, and then this guy, you know, we give this guy 27 dodge or something, it could be worth, he could be worth a run. You know, this guy as a floater, that's the build. INT Fat Buu lead, LR Buutenks, Exchange Majin Buu, Mr. Buu, ban unit Evil Buu, and then this guy as the 6th unit. Could work. Because that's the thing, remember, about these Majin Buu characters, this Buu Saga stuff is not a huge issue. It really just takes away, like, Oob and Android 21 from, like, Majin power. So, I mean, obviously, we're not going to run this guy in, you know, Android 21's team. But, okay. I'll want to see how he's looking in-game. Goten and Trunks seem solid. INT Hercule seems okay-ish. Fat Buu seems situational. I wouldn't say, I'm not looking at one of these and seeing like a mega, like, god character, but I mean, there's at least some value. Like, this is not, again, we're not looking at any of these characters and I'm seeing AGL God Goku. Like, remember how horrible that batch of EZA characters was? At the very least, a lot of these characters do have some tools to be able to at least help in some stage. Not just a complete loser in every single stage. Goten and Trunks potentially could be interesting. But I would say it depends more so on what happens with Kid Trunks and Kid Goten cards. And if we'd get a Krillin. Because, like, if we just look at Krillin... I guess there's the Krillin and Android 18 on JP. That would be the one character that wouldn't be popping up right here. I mean, this guy, you know, was very good. He obviously now at this point is going to be getting hit pretty hard, though. I mean, you know, if you've got him with, like, full dodge build or something like that, sure. This guy could EZA at any point. Wow, this is really it for Krillin, too? Damn, I would have thought there was more Krillins in this, huh? Damn, looking at it, Krillin didn't even get his first SSR until 2019? I forget about that now. But his first SSR wasn't until 2019. That's so crazy. And this is just about this INT Krillin. I don't have this INT Krillin rainbowed yet because of how like tough it is with Battlefield currency. And then this guy was in 2020, of course. All right. Yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of this batch of EZA characters. Keep in mind, so now this week we have LR Ultimate Gohan, plus, you know, some other stages, stuff like that as kind of the content. Next week, I'm going to assume we could potentially get maybe even another main EZA. So, I don't know, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, maybe? Something like that, and then maybe Videl, I don't know, like a character like that potentially, and then maybe a Super EZA as well. I do still think we'll see a Super EZA in the celebration. I guess it's possible we'll see them in the data download tonight, but I'm not like super optimistic about that. So let me know what you guys think of the EZA characters. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.